In this video today, we are going to review India's first phone with Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 processor. In fact, it is also the country's first 5G phone. Can you guess which phone I'm talking about? Well, it is the Realme X50 Pro that the company launched in India last week. Until last year, Realme was mostly known for its value for money phones in the country. Now the smartphone brand has made its way to the premium segment. Realme wants to further grow its presence in the premium segment, and it aims to do so with the new X50 Pro.
Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
One of the key highlights of the Realme X50 Pro is its processing power. The phone uses Qualcomm's latest flagship processor, Snapdragon 865, that brings together 5G capabilities. But does a 5G phone really matter in India right now? In my opinion, it does not matter whether a phone comes with 5G support or not, given the spectrum itself isn't ready in India. Possibly 2 or 3 years down the line, it will make sense, but definitely not now. Back to the performance of the phone. The overall performance of the Realme X50 Pro is great. The phone manages to run graphic-heavy games like PUBG and Asphalt 9 very smoothly. I played PUBG at high graphic settings for close to an hour at a stretch and did not notice frame drops at any point. It also handles multitasking very well. Despite having numerous apps running in the background, the phone never slowed down. The Realme X50 Pro offers great battery life. For me, it easily lasted 1.5 days in a single charge. I also liked how quickly the 65-watt Super Dart charger in the box charges the phone. It takes just around 30 minutes to fully charge the phone. Coming to the cameras, I use the phone to capture pictures in all lighting scenarios. Pictures clicked with default photo mode looked great with lots of details in daylight. The camera also manages to capture colors well. I also like the ultra-wide pictures that the phone clicks. Realme UI simplifies the camera app when compared to ColorOS. It makes it very easy to switch between camera modes, which was very difficult in ColorOS. Ultra-wide photos clicked with this Realme phone does not miss out on a lot of details and also gets colors well. However, the ultra-wide photos aren't as detailed as pictures clicked with the main camera. One area where I feel the Realme X50 Pro's camera lags is in low light. Pictures clicked in low light scenarios miss out on details, colors, and also look dull and hazy. In low light, the camera struggles to focus. The situation remains the same in selfies as well. The dedicated night mode resolves the problem slightly, but not too much. The Realme X50 Pro clicks good selfies in good lighting, but not so good ones in low light. The selfies clicked with the main 32-megapixel camera sensor look sharp and with a good amount of details. The portrait selfies also look great with sharp edges and background properly blurred out. The ultra-wide selfies, however, miss out on some details, but it's sufficient for clicking group pictures. One area where I feel the Realme X50 Pro could have been slightly better is the display. Despite using a Super AMOLED panel, the screen of the Realme phone is barely visible in daylight. In fact, maximizing the brightness hardly helped. I had to keep the brightness level of the screen at maximum all the time, which consumed a lot of battery. I also feel Realme could have played a bit with the design of the phone. Now that the company is charging such a huge amount for the Realme X50 Pro, I expected to see a fresh design. This Realme phone looks similar to the Realme X2, except that frosted glass finish at the back, similar to some of the latest OnePlus phones. The dual punch-hole camera design on the front looks pretty neat. The phone brings all the necessary features like Type-C port, in-display fingerprint, and face unlock support. I miss the headphone jack though and also wished for an official IP rating. Realme says that it left out headphone jack as the company now sells its wireless Buds Air earbuds in India at 4,000. So should you buy the Realme X50 Pro? The Realme X50 Pro is a good phone, but at the price, it does not feel as premium as it should. The phone offers smooth performance and captures great pictures, but I wish the low light camera performance was equally good. If you watch a lot of videos and movies and play games, the Realme X50 Pro may not be an apt option given the screen is barely visible in good light. I also wish with future Realme phones we see a fresh design. Battery is another area where the Realme phone performs well when compared to the competition. In fact, it is much better than some of the expensive phones. Overall, my experience with the new Realme X50 Pro is a mix of both good and bad.